Hello, review everyone. I know it's been a long time, but we got a couple new tools for the shop for review. Not just a couple, we got a bunch of new tools for review. First off, I want you to check out this new workbench. I'm gonna take the camera freehand a little bit here and go do a little zoom on through, zoom through. Whoa. So you check this out. It's a woodworking table. Yeah, it's pretty cool, I think. It came with these little pegs that you can insert to lock things down, you know, from here all the way in through here. We got holes all the way through here. And then we also have these wooden pegs. So size up our workpiece and secure it all down. Believe it or not, this table was only $120 at the Harbor Freight, or as someone likes to call it, hazard freight. So we got a few things going on here. We first got some new tools, and I want to showcase this workbench because this is a really nice bench for $120. I mean, it's got the spliced wood top. It's not a real genuine hardwood top, but it is hardwood. It's, you know, spliced in sections and everything's kind of glued together. But and in some places they use particle board, but in most places they've got these stitched up hardboard wooden tables. But for what it is, for light duty, I think it's gonna work really well. But for this shop, it's gonna do exceptionally well. What's going on here is I've been out in the works, and we've got that Husky toolbox, and it's been sitting out in the sun in the backyard, and it's been sitting there since it was brand new. And it's got a little sunbeam damage, and it's got a little. I ran my backhoe right up against it, and bent the box frame box a little bit, and yeah. So anyway, I bought a new box. Went ahead and decided I was gonna go ahead and do a Harbor Freight box, the U.S. General box, the 72-inch. So wait for the review on that and how I go ahead and address the issues that the box is gonna have before loading it up with tools and having issues later. So there's a couple new tools I got for the shop that I would like to do a quick review on. It's not gonna be a one-by-one review. It's gonna be a full-on all the tools at once here in this video. So this is the new one. This is the brand new one that I got. And this is the Powerbuilt 8-piece metric T-handle, sliding T-handle with detents. Okay. And okay. So 10 mil, 8 mil, 6 mil, 5, 4, 3, 2.5, and 2. The one thing I noticed, everything is okay. Everything's got pretty good quality, except this one here, the 8 mil. I have a problem with this 8 mil because if you look on here, the detent stops right about here with a little space. On the 8 mil, as you go down, it doesn't even hit the detent. The ball bearing never even hits it. It's still sliding all the way to the end. It's never clicked in like in the middle here. Because these pilot holes are way close to the edge. And the 8 mil is the only one that I have a problem with that in that respect. It's no big deal. It is plenty usable, and would have been nice to have a nice sleeve, you know, everything. Quality, I just hope the quality control was a little better, perhaps. I've got the standard coming in. It should be here on Monday, which is tomorrow. Okay, so it is what it is. But I like the way they look. And I'm sure it's gonna do the job well, but you can see. Yeah, you can see slight rounding already in the bits. But they are lifetime warranty, and they're made in Taiwan. They do have a couple other brands that make the same thing. I don't know who's the originator. I couldn't find any patents or anything like that on anybody's sites or whatever, so it is what it is. You get what you get, and if they're all going to be about the same, you know, maybe slight variances in the steel and the finish and the makeup of what you're getting, but all in all, in general, it's going to be about what you get. Okay, the second tool I'd like to showcase is going to be this grease gun. Don't ask me the name of it, I forget. I just looked it up just a second ago, but I forgot again. But it is a trigger type grease gun, and it's going to shoot out whatever grease. But I put this fine needle tip on here so that it can work on bikes and cars and bearings and stuff like that. Inside here is the super lube. It's synthetic. I'm really liking this lube. It doesn't really run very much, and it's got a pretty good temperature holding. The second tool, the third tool set. This one's just going to be a quickie, just because of the nature of the beast. Really not much to review. It's a grease gun. Shoots grease. That's it. But it is new, so it's in here. This one, the Tekton pick set. If you look at the pricing on these are like $8. I'm digging the $8. That means it's $2 a pick. Quite frankly, I think it's a little bit too small. I thought these picks would be a little bit longer or a little bit larger, almost like a full-size screwdriver style. But I was wrong, and I didn't read the fine print as usual. Should have bought the gear wrench at 20 some odd dollars or $40 or something like that. But I thought, you know what? That is way too much for a stupid pick set that I can just get away with a cheap one on, and I bought the cheap one. Guess what? It's smaller. But it's okay because pick sets, you know, so you use small ones, you use large ones, you end up using all of them. Okay. Now, this is my brand new. I don't know how to really pronounce their company name. I don't know if it's pferd or preferred, or the spelling is pferd. pferd. This is the 542 WR set, which means this is the second cut set. This isn't the bastard files, this isn't the fine, but this is the second cut. Now, second cut's going to be a little finer than the bastard, but what I had was I had these two files originally ordered, and they are brand new, but I had them ordered and I had them with me for about a week, and I wanted to check what the files were made of and how they performed before I splurged on the other ones. So I had bought these, and I bought a couple other files companies, and I ended up returning all the other ones except these. This guy really bites really good, and it's a fine line file. This is, you know, it's not a second cut. This is a fine. This is a finished file. And then I have the bastard file right here, which is the coarse. And this one, the reason why I settled for these over the other files, they all cut pretty similar longevity. I couldn't really speak for because I haven't used it long enough yet. But the handle on these guys, the handles are really nice and straight. And when you feel it, you know that you're on plane. The other files, they're a little crooked. You can actually tell the file itself was even a little bit warped on some of them. It wasn't really, I'm not down with that. That's, you know, I don't like spending a whole lot of money on tools, but I do like them to be quality, and that really wasn't quality. So I really like the handle on these. They have this little slightly tacky rubbery texture on it, but it feels like it's not just the cover. It feels like it's gonna go in all the way. It feels like it's part of the handle, like all the way through. That's the material that you're gonna get, not just like a tacky rubberized handle. So this one I got in the 8-inch, as is kind of a finishing file, so kind of fine, a little bit slower, less cut. And then I bought this, and then I bought this, and I thought these two guys were pretty good, and I felt pretty confident with the company to go ahead and buy their full set. This is, I think this set was like $120, $110, somewhere in there. But this is the second cut file. This is not the bastard file, so you can see perhaps the difference. Okay, so this is the bastard. This is the second cut. It's a little finer. These are 10 inches. We got the second cut 10 inch, second cut round, half round, second cut triangle, second cut square, second cut round. Although I didn't really take a look at it yet, but these almost look like it's a bastard file. Jesus, it looks really coarse, but it is a round file. So, and that's the way I have it set up now. These are brand new files that I'm going to be putting to the test very shortly, and perhaps I'll do a long-term review on these, see how long they've endured my abuse. Okay. Oh, then we got a file brush, Crescent Nicholson. I mean, this was only like $8. Even I think it's even $8 is a little too much for what it is. But some other file companies, some companies want 20 some odd dollars for these damn things, and it's just a goddamn wire brush. Oops, excuse my French. Sorry. All right, so this is our brand new file set that we're going to be putting to the test shortly as we get more into file work. Another set of new tools that I'm really enjoying right now is this Mayhew. This is a pro bag, and sorry, what makes these kind of special, I don't know if any of you guys seen these, but these are hole punches for making gaskets or just making holes. It's heavy duty, it's for punching, so you can whack at it. How this works is, you got smaller holes, you can thread it right into here. Then let's say you got size hole like this. Now you can punch an O-ring, or just punch circles, clack, in whatever material you want or whatever material you need, as long as it's not too hard. And you know, these are really cool for making circular anything, whether it be O-rings or filters or paper, tape, helicopter tape even. I've used this to cut helicopter tape to be able to place round dots on certain areas to protect it from wear. So this is kind of a specific tool, but it comes in really handy when you're in a jam, and what it can do is save you the time from going to the store and picking up the right gasket or whatever to try and fit it, whatever. You know what I'm talking about? These are special punches with special shapes. Like this one is a round, and that's a big one actually. This one in an oval, like strange shapes like this, where you need to cut gaskets out. You know, you have multiple teardrops in different sizes, so you can use these to cut out gaskets or anything, any kind of shape and anything you want. Literally, I mean, whatever you want. Just kind of use your imagination. Got square pieces, triangle pieces, round pieces, teardrop pieces, oval pieces, square pieces, all in different shapes and sizes and flavors. There's a remnant of a gasket I cut. There you go. Those are the hole punches that we make. Next on the list is Knipex. Really like this. I didn't know whether these were. I know they've been around for a while, but I never really bothered to buy them. But these Knipex pliers are really cool. Went ahead and picked up the set. Thank you. And this set is a Knipex don't know if you noticed that. Up to 2 inches, this guy can do. The little one, looks like about 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches maybe. I wouldn't even bother with this big one. This small one is big enough for most of the stuff that you're gonna do. I mean, it goes from 0 to like 1.25 inches or 1/2 or something. Really. Opening wrenches, goodbye. I mean, seriously. Monkey wrench, goodbye. Really, really nice pliers. German engineering at its best. I like it. I think you're gonna have to keep them well oiled with a light lubricant. It's gonna be kind of a hassle, I think. I really don't have any idea why these guys are here, these ribbings here, but for whatever it's worth, they're there. Okay. And they came into this nice little ballistic pouch with Knipex stitched embossed logo. Keep it in there, I guess. I don't know who would. This is a workpiece, out mostly. So yeah, that is the Knipex. This is the newest addition to our family. Also, this is a Rivet Nut Driver. It's made by Astro. It comes with a tool for taking the owls in and out, the dies. Now, it works like this. You're here. Let's say you need a M5 screw, about the size of an M5 screw that you need to put in to, say, like a sheet metal. Like to say, like on the wall of that toolbox, let's say. So you lower that a little bit, and you get this all the way down in there, and then you click that back in, okay? And then now you're set. You need the, oh shit, there it is. You need to put this in. Now you're set. You set this drive nut inside and screw it in. You drill a hole 7 millimeters, and then you insert this tool inside that 7 millimeter hole, and then you squeeze like this. And see what happened there? It just squeezed in between your sheet metal. Then now it's in. You can unscrew by turning this knob, and you can unscrew the tool out of your nut, and your nut, now you have an area where you can insert your screw into to fasten whatever you need to fasten. Very nice tool. I've been waiting to get one of these for quite some time now. And quite happy with it. So now you've seen how a nut nut. Remember to always keep these guys together. And that is how you drive a nut into sheet metal. And you can drive one quite large, all the way into 5/16 or 18 or M8. So plenty of welding power, lots of welding power there. Okay. Now we got another tool review here. We got another set of brand new tools. There's been really awesome reviews on not yet. Sorry, we're talking about the wrong stuff here. This is a Grizzly industrial product, made in China. It's not a. I've known this company to be not the greatest, but the dial indicators, I think this one's okay. So it's got a magnetic base. It's machined in parallels. Now, the dial indicator is here. The way this screws on to here and it becomes fastened, it's really weak, and I can tell you it's because this shaft isn't straight. It's not flat. It's more narrow here than it is. It's thicker on the inside than it is on the outside. So when you try and clamp it onto there, it only abrade. As you see how you see the marks, more marks are on the inside. It's grabbing onto the inside more and nothing on the outside. You see that? Nothing here, nothing there. And that's why it doesn't stay steady. It wants to keep shifting and moving around. It just kind of does this thing. So you have to really tighten it down. Maybe with some use, it kind of gets worn down. It's also an aluminum body, so it's bound to wear against the metal fasteners here. So you screw that down. It kind of shifts a little bit, but you got to screw it. You got to really get at it. And once it's kind of in there, it's okay. It's workable, you know. So it is what it is. It's just a dial indicator. It's just to let me know how much the run out is on whatever I'm building. So, you know, I'm not that all like crazy about it. You know, it's not the biggest. I think. I guess what I'm trying to say is, for what it's worth, I think it'll be fine. Of course, if that pivot point moves, the more it moves, the less accurate it is. There's no question. It's less accurate. But oh well, it is what it is. I might return it. Let me know. Does it go back, or do I just live with it and try and make it work? Put it in the comments, please. Let me know. Okay, and the newest socket set that I received, that I purchased, is this new Tekton. I've got a lot of sockets from a lot of different companies. You know, you name it: Craftsman, Snap-on, Kirkland from Costco, DeWalt even. Gear wrench. The newest one the most recent one I had was the 1/4-inch gear wrench. Oh no, it's not. It's the DeWalt package, which was shit. The gear wrench one is actually pretty good, but it's the 1/4-inch drive, and this one is the 3/8 drive. I saw a lot of great reviews online about the Tekton ratchets. It's practically like the most unbreakable ratchet that there is on the market. It feels like almost right up there with Snap-on, Mac, and everything else. So I went ahead and tried these. I wanted to see how I like these. Yeah, everything is so far like I like the ratchet. I like the paw on here. I like the switch over. It's very distinct. You know you got it. Like on some of these other wrenches, they're really dug in there, and you gotta really kind of sometimes use 2 fingers, 2 hands to get it to the other side. This is very nice. I really like it. I really like the way this moves. And the paw on here is the quick release is a little stiff, but it'll probably get better with the use. But man, the teeth are. There's a little flex in the. Wait a minute. What is that flex from? Yeah, there's a little flex in the arbor, but most of it is coming from the connection. And the teeth feels really nice and fine on it. It's supposed to be a 92 Pro, I think. Don't quote me. So anyways, these are supposed to be the strongest one. The knurlings, I like the knurling right there where it's at. I wish they would include those, those bits where they're a hex bit on one end and then they've got the 3/8 drive on the other end. I wish they would put a place for one of those little tools. So a lot of people use them on drills nowadays. You know, every socket gets used on a drill more so than on these handles nowadays. Who still uses them on handles? I mean, all day you're sitting there. I mean, so much quicker with the, with these 12-volt battery ones. They're so much stronger than they should be. Each set nowadays, they have to include one of those, 3/8 drill drives or whatever they call them. I have no idea what they're called, but they should definitely include those in every socket set from now and forth. All right, so anyways, these are the tool reviews of today. Yep, that's about it. And then next time maybe I'll do a quick review on the PDE, the exterior. It's got the scope on here. This is an awesome tool. Do a review on this sometime later. Wait for that. Yep, that's about it for today. These are the brand new tools for today. Thanks.